Alright guys, how's it going? My name is Nisa. Um, yeah, I'm making this video to talk about what I'm doing to prepare myself for ayahuasca, the Amazon jungle, Peru, in a month and a half. Um, so I'm just going to be going into how I've changed my routine um, for the better, and yeah, okay. So the first thing I did to make a proper change for going is I left my job a few months before I was to set out, or I am to set out. I left my job last month, um, and I'm going to Peru in January. So, yeah, it may seem like that's a lot of time to not be working, and I could really use the money and um, all of that, but I thought necessary to quit my job a few months before going. This is because I worked in an office 9 to 5, and I was sitting in front of a computer all day. I was not living to my full potential when I was doing that, even though it was good money. It was not anything that was serving me happiness. It was stressful as work is, and would just put me in a horrible mindset when I got home. I felt like I had no time to do anything else. And that's not, I don't want to, anxiety is one of the main obstacles for me to overcome before I go to Peru. And I know there's always going to be some anxiety, some fear there, but I want to minimize my anxiety as much as I can before going. So yeah, I left my job last month, and since then I've been getting up at 6:30 a.m. I used to get up at 8:30. I know I start work at 9 and I would get up at 8:30 and just rush because I love my sleep. I would go to sleep very late and get up, I mean, 8:30, which is bad, cutting it quite fine. I now go to sleep at 10:30-ish, which may seem quite early, but I love it. It makes me feel rested. I get a good chunk of sleep. I get up at 6:30 and I start my day off straight away with yoga. I have a mat opposite my bed. I just lie it out and start doing my stretches. Yes. That was so awkward. But yeah, I stretch out my body. I find this really helps me connect my soul to my body and to my mind because I'm using all three of them in yoga. I'm stretching on my body. I'm breathing into the parts of my body that are tense and loosening them. And just breathing and being in the moment has such an effect on my mind and my body both that it it makes me forget about the fact that I'm a human and makes me think about my soul more and the oneness I feel with everything around me. And I'll do yoga for about half an hour, um, and then I'll do a workout straight after on my mat. Just some strengthening workouts, like maybe I'll do an ab workout or a butt workout or legs, whatever I feel, whatever I feel in the mood to do. I I make sure that I do these exercises because it makes me feel like I'm doing something good for my body, and my body wakes up and I sweat, and it's good to sweat. If I feel like toxins are coming out of your body when you sweat. So, yes, after the workout, I tend to sit on my yoga mat and face my window. And here in Britain, in Guernsey, the sun rises at about 7:45 a.m. So by the time I finish yoga and my workout, the sun is starting to rise and I can see the sky getting brighter through my window. I find this is a perfect time to meditate, so I close my eyes, sit cross-legged, and just really start to breathe and focus on the moment. Sometimes I use a guided meditation. I like guided meditations because they they help me sorry they help me to like raise my energy, raise my vibration. Um, but then again, I also just like to sit in my own company and just feel my energy, my spirit just vibrating and just really clocking in with that. It makes my intention for the day just so much more pure, and it really makes me understand why like why I sorry, I just looked at the time and it's 11:11. Haha. I love seeing synchronicities with numbers. It just again motivates me to keep going on my journey. Sorry, went a bit off topic. But yeah, the meditation again, it helps me with my journey, with knowing why I want to go to Peru, knowing that this is something for me, it's my part, following it is not crazy. I find when I'm removed from myself, when I'm around people or when I was at work, parts of me would think, am I crazy to be just doing this by myself? Um, but I'm not. I'm not crazy. This is something that is calling me and I'm going. And meditation really helps keep that at the top of my mind. So after I meditate, I hop in the shower, and I used to have really hot showers, but now I've twisted. I've I've stopped doing hot showers and I only have cold showers in the morning because I find it really wakes me up. When the water touches my body and it's cold like that, it just sends shivers through my body, and I just feel it re what's that word? Revitalized. Um, I think positive thoughts about the water as well when it's washing over me. I just think, thank you for cleansing me. Thank you for making me beautiful on the outside, um, as well as on the inside. And just doing that makes me feel a connection to the water and to my body again. When I'm with this routine that I'm talking about, um, a lot of what I'm doing, what has changed, is me connecting differently, my mindset changing, and all these little things are preparing me to go. They're making it that I don't feel as anxious as I have felt. My thoughts aren't everywhere, they're not bubbling around my brain, like rambling in my head. They're calmer, more peaceful, structured. Um, yeah, and okay, so after I have a shower, this is when I'll drink water for the first time in the day. I know that sounds kind of weird to some people, but I find my body works really well when it's empty in the morning to do the workout and yoga and meditation. I don't want to even put water into my body yet. I just want to be my authentic self. Again, it sounds weird, but it works for me, so that's why I do it. As I drink water, I thank the water. I know that sounds weird too, but it just makes me feel better. The water nourishes my body, so why would I not be grateful for that water? Um, and yeah, another thing with drinking and eating, I will drink water up until 12, but I won't eat or drink anything else until 12. That's because I've changed the way I eat. I only eat in between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m., which it's a pretty big window. It's an 8-hour window of eating what I want to eat. Um, and I find it works because I'm not restricting myself because I have so much time to eat, but I'm also not overeating, which I tended to do after 8. Like in the night, I'd always go and get a snack, and then just before bed, I'd be like, get another snack. Having this routine, having a period of time where I eat, has stopped me from snacking when I don't need to snack, and just makes it so I'm not minimizing and not maximizing my eating. With ayahuasca, people who have done ayahuasca will know this, and if you're planning on doing ayahuasca, something to really look into is diet. There are a lot of things you should cut out before doing ayahuasca, like onions, garlic, pork, meat in general. Some say spices, salt is a big one, which I know sounds horrible, but it's actually not that bad at all. I've been I've been eating mostly, well, my favorite dish right now is roasted vegetables. And it's really simple. It's just you cut up a bunch of vegetables and put them on your oven tray, season with not spices, sorry, herbs like sage, basil, not garlic, parsley, um, oregano, and just pop them in the oven for half an hour. And honestly, amazing. Such a heartwarming dish and filling too. So yeah, that's one of my go-to dishes. Um, yeah, another thing that they say you should avoid before doing ayahuasca is sex. So they say you shouldn't have sex a few weeks before um, coming into the jungle, just so you're not mixing your energy with anyone else's. I'm actually a strong believer in the fact that when you have sex with someone, you pick up on their energies very easily. Going through that experience myself, I just feel like a different person sometimes after I've had these sexual experiences and just not myself. I feel like wrong in some way. Not with someone I love, obviously, but if it's with a random person. Um, I'm single anyway, so what I've been doing is not having sex, no masturbation, and no sexual thoughts. And I've been doing that for about a week. Um, I stopped, I'm doing the no fap thing because when you have an orgasm, you are releasing a lot of your energy. And by not doing that, I'm keeping my energy inside me, my sexual energy. And it's only been a week, but I have noticed a lot of differences in the way I am. I have all this creative energy. I'm drawing a lot more, painting, writing more. I started making these videos. I just have energy to create, and I really like that. There are some hard times, especially in the morning, obviously, and yeah, I'm not I'm not an overtly, I mean, I would say I'm a sexual person, so it is difficult, but I don't have like any problems with having too much sex or masturbating too much. Um, but I find it a little bit difficult. But I just want to keep going with it because I'm seeing benefits and I feel good. I feel really good. I feel like I'm doing a lot more with my day. Um, and yeah, it's to do ayahuasca, you can't be masturbating as well as not having sex. You can't be masturbating or having sexual thoughts for a few weeks before you go. So because I'm the way I am, I always like to start early and just get into the mindset before I actually have to do it properly. So that's why I'm doing that. Another thing I've stopped doing is watching television and Netflix and pointless um, dramas. Not that I watch dramas, I mean TV shows. Like Vampire Diaries, I was binging a few weeks ago, and True Blood, which was quite bad. But everything that I've stopped watching anything that won't benefit me right now, just because I find it's a distraction from just being my true self. When I watch certain things, I'm easily influenced as a person, and I don't want to be influenced by anything but myself and the universe, the universal energy around me. That's the only thing I want influencing me right now. And again, I'm seeing benefits. I'm not in my head so much. I'm not just thinking about random things. My thoughts are structured. They make sense to me. And yeah, it feels good. This video is quite long, but yeah, these are the main things I'm doing to prepare for the trip. Prepare not just for the trip, but also for everything I'm going to experience there. It's just making me a well-rounded person, a better person, and even though some of these habits that I'm trying to get into now may seem a bit random, everything is helping me on the journey I'm going on. Other things I'm doing to prepare are drinking cacao every day. So cacao is a superfood. It's an unprocessed version of cocoa, and it is amazing. It's got so many health benefits, which if you just type in benefits to drinking cacao, it's spelled CACAO. You will see tons of benefits there. I've been drinking it every day in a smoothie. That's the first thing I drink at 12. And yeah, it's just been amazing. It tastes amazing. So the smoothie I make is a cup of oat milk, a banana, and a tablespoon of cacao, and I blend that up, and it tastes amazing. And it boosts my serotonin levels. That's another benefit. People go off their antidepressants to go onto cacao because cacao does amazing things for you. And I've been drinking cacao every day for a few months now. I would do it on and off, but it's been steadily for a few months now, and I just feel so good. I recommend everyone to try it. Um, cacao. Another thing I do is I try to go outside a lot, at least once per day, go for a walk or adventure. And by adventure, I mean I start walking in a way direction that I haven't walked before or go down a path that I haven't gone down before. I do this to get rid of some anxieties that I have about new places and doing the same things every day. Like I would walk in the same place every day, but it wasn't making me like I would still be nervous to walk into other places. I need to start getting rid of my fear of change. So that's why I'm doing that, exploring different places. And it's been so worthwhile. Every time I start walking in a different direction, I get nervous at first, but then it's beautiful. I find gems on this island I live in. I'm so grateful to live on such a beautiful island with so many beautiful places to explore. And again, it just reminds me of how lucky I am to be living here. Um, yeah, so these are the main changes I've made in my daily routine to prepare me to go to the Amazon jungle to do ayahuasca. Another thing I just want to touch on, I know I'm mentioning ayahuasca a lot here, but that's because it's one of the things I'm nervous about doing, um, or working with. I'm nervous about working with ayahuasca, and my main intentions aren't to be doing the ayahuasca. It's to be experiencing a new way of life, a way of life that I find makes more sense to the person I am. And I've been raised completely different to who I am going to be, to who I feel like I am. And everything that everything that I'm doing is to get me to the best version of myself that I want to be. And that's why I'm going on this adventure. So, yeah. Thank you guys. If anyone listened to this, I hope it found someone who wanted more information about. Sorry. Shut up! So loud. Anyway, sorry about that. Um, Thank you for listening. Thank you for finding this if you found it. I hope it helped you. I know there's not that much information out there about how to prepare, so I just wanted to put across what I'm doing for anyone else who's going through something similar. Okay, yeah, awesome.